I got you.
For so long you've been sighing and crying, begging for justice, and here the Lord is bringing you justice right here to your streets. City eyes.
It's okay, the part I got. This one good. That's long on Christ. We be in. Get ready. 1 second. Just hold tight, Israel.
Let's get to it.
All right. Shalom, family. Y'all Bashim Rashad Brakathon to my brothers. Y'all Shemalatah Bashim Rashad to my sisters. You know what time it is. You know what day it is. It's Friday. You understand? We are in the building tonight. All right. This is the I.S.U.P.K. Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge. Start out on 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yahanna. Understand? And on Fridays, how do we get down? Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge. It is the Lashawan Qadash class. You understand? The Hebrew class, or as we like to say in Atlanta, Hebrews 101. You understand? Where we like to focus on the fundamentals, right, and the basic principles of reading and writing the Hebrew language. All right. Most High Christ. I am preaching officer 500 Hadar Moth, and in the building with me tonight is my right hand man, my main man, my mellow Napash Kaya as well in the building with me tonight. All right. So now, also tonight we will be since it is the month of March. Understand? All right, and at the end of March comes the Lord's Passover, right? Most High Christ, did I give it up? Clap that up. All right. And so, all right, we will take a break from focusing on so much on the common verbs in Hebrew as we did from last week. This time we're going to start practicing, you understand, reading the scriptures for Passover and the Feast of Unleavened Bread. All right? Most High in Christ. But before we do all that, how do we get down first of all? Going over the alphabet, okay? Going over the characters, the symbols in the Hebrew language, you understand? Always remember that there are 22, count them, 22 letters and characters in the Hebrew language, all right? Of course, we always like to go over this, so making sure that, of course, when we have to read for the feast, read for the generals, read for the Sabbath, or even read for your own pleasure, you got it down pat. Okay, as always, if you want to travel abroad, down to Florida, up north to New York, hey, back down south to Raleigh, North Carolina, understand, Alabama, Texas, Chicago, and Cali, and Vegas, you can rock with the big brothers. All right, let's take it from the top. Pronunciation is Ah. Ancient Hebrew, Ah is going to look like English A. Assyrian Hebrew, Ah is going to look like the cursive X. Okay. Now remember that we always like to go over this just to help refresh us. All right, and also to give like little tricks and tidbits to recognize the characters when you have to read in the Hebrew text. All right. Next, we have Ba. Remember, ancient Hebrew, Ba is going to look like a safety pin. Assyrian Hebrew is going to look like a capital J that's upside down in English. God, ancient Hebrew, all right, looks like a cane that's laying down. Assyrian Hebrew is going to look like a clothes hanger. God, ancient Hebrew, triangle. Syrian Hebrew is going to look like the letter T in English, but with more reach. Ha, ancient Hebrew, backwards English F. Ha, Assyrian Hebrew, silhouette for a door that's a little open, all right? Always remember that. Wa, ancient Hebrew, a wishbone. Wa, Assyrian Hebrew, reminds us of the God in ancient Hebrew, okay, but now it's standing right side up. Za, ancient Hebrew, easily recognizable. English Z, Za, Syrian Hebrew, cursive T. Okay. Next, we have Ka, strong pronunciation, ancient Hebrew. Looks like a ladder or a fence. Ka, Assyrian Hebrew, same silhouette, now it's closed. Now that door is closed. Ta, ancient Hebrew. Ta as in target, little X with a circle around it. Ta, Assyrian Hebrew. Now we go from a target to a horseshoe, right? Ya, ancient Hebrew. The letter Z with a small line in the middle, okay, also being tilted, all right? Think of Ya like a hand, okay, trying to pick up something, all right? Assyrian Hebrew, smallest character on the page, like an apostrophe. Ka, ancient Hebrew, looks like Pac-Man, all right? Ka, Assyrian Hebrew, no mouth now, right? Just a half circle. And also remember, in Assyrian Hebrew, that there are count 5 characters that will change the shapes whenever they're at the end of the text. Ka being one of them, it's like now Ka is going to kind of remind us of the Da, right? But now it's going to reach further on the page, which, like say in Atlanta, it's going to have the extended clip on it, all right? And this will remember that it's only going to change what's at the end of the text. La, ancient Hebrew, easily recognizable, English L. La, Assyrian Hebrew, it's going to look like a question mark. Next, Ma, ancient Hebrew, kind of look like a clothes wire, right? A little clothing hanger, right? Trying to jimmy something. Ma, Assyrian Hebrew, it's going to look like a cowbell, all right? Remember now, when it's at the end of the text, now Ma will change and look like a box, right? It's going to look like a box. Na, ancient Hebrew, looks like the safety pin. Now the safety pin is open, right? Now in Assyrian Hebrew, side of a house, all right? Half of it. Now when it's at the end of the text, it's going to look like the Wa, right? It's going to look like Wa from earlier in Assyrian Hebrew, but it's going to have the extended clip, all right? So if you see something on the page, it looks like Wa at the end with a longer line, it's Na, right? Very good. Continuing on, we have Sa, ancient Hebrew. TV antenna. Sa, Assyrian Hebrew, kind of like the Ma, but with the extra crown on his head. Okay? I, ancient Hebrew, the letter O. I, Assyrian Hebrew, the letter Y. Pa, ancient Hebrew, capital J. Kind of like the mouth or smiley face. Pa, Assyrian Hebrew, the letter G, upside down. But now when it's at the end of the text, now it's going to look like the number 9. Right? Taza, ancient Hebrew, flag in the pole, flagpole. Assyrian Hebrew, crooked letter Y. At the end of the text, turn around and fly straight. Qua, ancient Hebrew, a mushroom. Qua, Assyrian Hebrew. It's going to look like the letter P almost. All right? Or like a little club. Caveman club. Ra, ancient Hebrew. Fancy number 4. Ra, Assyrian Hebrew. Grandma's cane. Shah, ancient Hebrew. The letter W. Shah, Assyrian Hebrew. Fire emoji. And lastly, Fa, ancient Hebrew. The letter T laying on its side, or is the Christian cross falling down? Fa, Syrian Hebrew, kind of reminds you of the car, but now it's going to be injured. It's going to be living on the page. All right? Most High in Christ. Now, today's lesson is focusing on preparing to be able to read at Passover and follow through at Passover and upcoming feast. All right? So, now, if you will, turn, if you have your swords with you, turn to Leviticus 23. Leviticus 23. All right? And just to make sure, Shalom to Christ. Did I miss anybody on the conference call? I know I should have. Young man Abishai. Is there anybody else? All right. No sweat. No sweat. So now, we are in Leviticus 23. Right? Leviticus 23. And we're going to go over, this is what we're going to be focused on this chapter all month until Passover, okay? So, with that, Leviticus 23 has 44 verses. We're going to split them up 11 at a time. All right? So today, we're going to be doing 11 verses. All right? And if we have time, we'll get on to a few other things for today. So now, let's go to practice. All right? For time's sake, let's see, I will write out some of the characters, but also give you like maybe the cheat code, and we're going to write out the pronunciations as well. Right? Okay, cool. So now, young man Charles.
Khan, I don't want to count.
All right, cool beans, cool beans. Let's do it. Let's go verse for verse. All right. I want you to read out what you see. First one, and then we'll take it from there.
Khan, I don't want Khan. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 1 and verse 1 in the Hebrew. Salaki, sir.
Yep.
Is something came on my screen. Here we go. Salaki. Wadabar, Yahweh, Al, Masha, La'amar.
All right. Very good. Very good. Okay, I think I had should be Wayadabar, not Wadabar.
Wayadabar.
You have
Salaki.
that? Okay, just making sure.
Waya. Yeah, come.
All right. Very good. Very good. All right. So now, this is what you should be reading here.
Wayadabar, Yahweh, Al, Masha, La'amar.
Very good. All right. So now let's try it. Young man Gabriel, read this per pronunciation that you see.
Khan, I don't want Khan.
All right.
Wayadabar, Yahweh, Al Masha, La'amar.
Very good. You just read Hebrew.
Right.
You just read Hebrew. Let's see. Sis, little sis Jashira. I would like for you to read this.
Waya Sibar
Uh-huh.
Yahweh
Uh-huh.
Al Mashai
Amashah.
Amasha Lahamar.
Amar. Very good. Very good. You just read Hebrew. All right. So now it's good to when you go over these scriptures, all right, and then try to, like as we say, break the code, right? Try to go ahead and write these out. You understand, with the pronunciations. So then when you have to say, like you get called up, all right? Because at feast, many times the young men, the troopers, be called up to read the Hebrew. You understand? And the same thing happens at Passover and the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Right? So now this is what we're doing. This is practice just in case if you do get called up. All right? All right. So now if you get called up, just imagine that you're gonna get to read in front of everybody for Passover and unleavened bread. You get to read for the generals. You get to read for the generals. All right? And I want everybody else to be prepared because I got called up to read for the generals one time, and I couldn't read a lick of Hebrew. You understand? Couldn't read a lick of it. It's like in your class just takes so long and whatnot. So now General Q had to come in and read the rest. You understand? But now, what if you as a young man, they would sit next to the generals, read the Hebrew as class is being taught to everybody else?
No time Christ.
No time Christ, okay? So that's why we say read for the feast, read for the generals. You understand? Because you never know, that might be able to happen. Okay? Cool. So now let's read this a little faster. Wayad Dabar,
Waya Dabar
Yahweh,
Yahweh
Al Mashah,
Al Mashah
La Amar.
La Amar.
All right, so then we're going to do, so then the more you do this, and this now, it's easier to do this one because it's the shortest verse in the chapter.
Come.
You understand? So you're going to be, you might be tripping over a few words, whatever. But once you see this right here, okay, because this is the beauty of it. When it comes to Leviticus, especially in Leviticus and Deuteronomy, they repeat a lot of the verses. Right. Okay, you're going to see a lot of the same words. That's why when you saw it in the previous weeks, you understand, we went over like common verbs. Okay, so now it becomes fresh. All right, you get it. Well, it becomes refreshed, if you will. Okay, so now, Wayad Dabar Yahweh Al Mashah La Amar. See, now when you recognize the characters, you can break the code. It comes faster for you. All right, very good. All right. So everybody had this written down, so that when they have to read the actual scripture, it'll be easier for them.
So
I'm assuming everybody had this written down.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, very good, very good. Very good. That's okay. It's the shortest verse.
Right.
It's the shortest verse. You get a pass. You get a pass. All right. Very good. All right, cool. Now let's go to verse 2.
Come.
Go to verse 2.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23 and verse 2 in the Hebrew.
Mm-hmm.
Dabar,
Mhm.
Al Banya, Yasharala,
Mhm.
Wa Amarath, Wa Amartha. That should be Wa Amartha.
We'll talk about that. Keep going.
Come, Salakia. Wa Amarath,
Mm-hmm.
Alaham, Mawaidia, Yahweh, Ashar, Thakwarawa, Atham, Salakia, Makwaraya, Salakia, Qadash, Allah, Ham, Mawaidia.
Very good. Very good. All right. Getting better. Okay. Cool. So now for verse 2, This is what you should have. Dabar al-Banya. SHALAM. Wa Martha. Alaham.
See, Martha. Khan, that's the suffix.
Yes.
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 Very good. Very good.
Salaki, sir.
Go ahead.
No, I was saying Salaki for interjecting.
No. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. Our idea. How? Ashar. Aquaria. Aquaria.
Also not the Quarawa. It's the Quarawa.
The Quara. Yes.
Khan.
See. A thumb.
And Salaki, sir. It's
Yes.
like just knowing when things are silent or dropped off or
Yes.
things like that. Is no difference almost from English.
Yes.
And silent L's and K's and things like that. You just have to know the language.
Right.
The Quarawa. Oh, okay. Silent
Let's see. The thumb.
Yeah.
Maquara. Qadash.
Aquaria. Yep.
Allah.
Allah.
Hum.
Mawa idea.
Mawa idea. Very good. All right. I at least try to write it out where you can see the syllable breakup.
Khan.
All right.
Khan. The water.
Very good. Very good. So let me step to the side. So yes, let me make sure on something because I did write for the Quora. I did at first write out the Quora Wa. Yeah. Okay. The Quora. Yeah. Okay. I was like it. So now the Maquara is correct. The Quora. The Quora Wa.
The
The
Quarawa.
Quora. The Quora. The Quora.
Because it's a different root.
Yes.
Quora. Yeah, Khan.
Yep. Because when we go to our interlinear, all right, you see one is Strong's 87121.
Khan. Quora.
Yep. And then we have the other one is Strong's H4744.
But that's Maquara.
Yes. We see how that one?
Quora, but it's still the same Quora at the end in terms of the sound. It's Quora. It's like Quora with a ma.
But here the thing is, but this is the root word.
Quora.
Yes. Fa Quora.
But
Those are
ma
two
Quora is
This-
the root as well. So like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This one is Maquara, Maquaria, Maquawa.
ma Quora.
Because see, that one is, see, even when you look at the interlinear, it's all together. Quora, Quora,
Quora.
Quora.
Because it still ends with I'm just looking at the ending
No,
of the word.
indeed.
It's just a ra at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So just like how the first one had the ra, and then the last one had the ra, it's just the ah is actually just making the sound of the ra.
Yes, but here the
Drop off the ah.
yeah, this one here is all together. It's like it's Quar. Quar. This one is Quar, and this one is Quara. That's what I'm saying. So this one here, so Maquaria, but it's all one syllable. You see how it's spelled, even when it's spelled.
Salaki, sir, you looking at 4744?
Yes.
H4744?
Yes.
The interlinear has it as ra at the end.
Quara.
Maquara. Well, maquar. Oh,
You see what I'm saying?
macra. No,
Maquar.
it's not qua.
Yeah.
It's not like two syllables
That's
there.
what I'm saying.
Qua,
That's what I was
ra.
saying. Yeah.
It's
Quar.
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 Yeah.
As opposed to-
Kanokan. I see.
Yes. So
Kanokan.
Quar. Yeah.
Quar.
Quaria.
Yeah. Yeah.
As opposed to
Kanokan.
here, Quara.
Quara. What?
Wa.
Or it could have been ya, but it depends on the
Yes.
what you're saying. Kanokan. Kanawan. I see.
All right.
The
All
one.
right. No sweat. No sweat. No sweat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now, you see, also this is the point of this is what's so good about when we talked earlier about knowing the root words and
Right.
Also like how so we won't have to keep adding extra syllables. Okay,
Right.
for instance, how when we hear right, we have the bar, al banya,
Right.
Sha'ala, Martha, okay, not
Mhm.
Amarath,
Right.
okay.
Right.
Because let's look at the English. What do we okay? Now we've gone over these words several times, right? So now pretty much whenever we hear the bar, what is the bar?
Salakia, speak
Okay,
or
good.
say.
All right.
Salakia.
Speak or say. Very good. So speak or say. All right. Okay, and then we know that bun
Right.
is
Children or son
Okay.
or child or son.
right? So
Right.
then we have bunya, right?
Kanokan.
All right. So now children.
Kanokan.
Then Yashala, Israel. All right. And then now here the bar is more speak.
Kanokan.
The bar is more speak.
Right.
All right. And then we read in English, what do we see? So speak to the children of Israel. And then we know that wa is what?
So and
And okay, so good. So now then we have Amar, and Amar is say.
Kanokan.
All right, so say to them. Right. Remember, when we saw that the fa is like them, thee, thou.
Right. Kanokan.
Right. So now that's what we try to go over in the English. So read over in the English. Then when you'll see certain words, like okay, so that's how we don't get wa amara. Okay, but instead wa amartha.
Right.
All right.
Kanokan.
Cool. Then Alaham, Mawa Ida, Yahweh, Ashar, Thakwarawa, Atham, Makwarya, Qadash, Alaham, Mawa Ida. Right? Cool. Now let's go to the interlinear. So just to break these down. Right? So now the Alaham is more of the them. Here according to interlinear. All right.
It's weird. It's
Hmm?
it's weird how the interlinear has it as like nothing next to it.
Yes.
But then when you go into it, then you see the third person plural.
Yes.
They.
So
these,
here,
the same who come.
the tha here is going to be for
Them.
the them.
Kind of one.
See? All right. So then what do we see? We have what? Ma'aya. So like it. Mawa'aya. So now, so remember this word. Mawa'ai. Feast. Feast. Huh? Go ahead. Yes. Yes. No. When we're writing this out, when you have the wa or Martha, as far as phonetics or grammatics, the tha is going to be in reference to them. You see what I'm saying? All right. So the tha is not a part of the alaham. The tha is it's like a you know what? The tha is in conjunction with alaham. Does that make sense? Okay. Yes.
Salaki, could it be that the thumb in and say is the direction of the say? Because you're just not saying for saying sake. You're speaking to someone and then it says to them specifically because the al the al is unto or to
Yes.
and is them. So this is like, and that's why the arrow is even pointing toward Alaham because that's the direction of the Wa Amar.
Yes.
The Wa Amar is to them, but it's not in the word.
No.
And then you put unto them
Yes.
as the word. So now this is what you're saying to them.
Yes.
It's almost like repeating it almost for emphasis sake.
Yes.
You remember like dead, dead, but it's like say them unto them. Like this is specifically to who it was speaking to before, Yasharala, and that is Salaki, sir. That is so heavy because we always say this book is for us and by us. And then when he's speaking of these holy days, he is speaking, look, this is only to them. It's almost like saying, say to them and only them.
Yes. Yeah, very good. Very good point. I like it. All right. All right, let's continue on. So we have Ashar as in which, Quora. Here. And this is going just with interlinear wise. Ye proclaim. As the scripture is written. All right. Here we have Makoria. Now, Mawa'id is feast. Makoria is to claim, is to proclaim, right? Makoria is convocations. Okay. So now, here's the question. Does anybody remember what Qadash was? Qadash. What is Qadash? Young man Gabriel.
I want to say tongue.
Okay, we're close.
I tried.
We're close because we've heard that in a statement before. So very good. Okay. So what is Qadash? First, just read the scripture. Just read the scripture itself. Leviticus 23. Okay, and on verse 2.
Khan, I don't want Khan. This is Leviticus 23, verse 2. Dabar.
No. I want you to read in English. I just want you to read in English. You want you to read in English.
Okay. This is Leviticus 23, verse 2. Speak unto the children of Israel and say unto them, concerning the feast of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations, even these are my feasts.
Okay, very good. So now, so far, we've broken down most of the words, and we just finished up convocations. We just finished up convocations. All right. Now, what could Qadash be? Now, also remember, when it comes to Hebrew, most times you will see. Now here, when we say it in English, right? Take a look. You have like holy convocations, right? What kind of convocations? A holy convocation, right? So now in English, most times the adjective comes before the noun, right?
Right.
Like you are a black man, right? What kind of man are you? Black man, right? Like to describe it, okay? Now when we see it in Hebrew, we've already seen, right? Mokoria, as in convocations, right? So now, remember, we read from right to left, so English, the adjective is going to come before the noun. Hebrew, the noun comes first. You understand? First the noun, and then the adjective, right? So now, if English, the adjective comes before the noun, as in holy convocations, so then Hebrew, the noun is going to come first, and then the adjective. So we have convocations, as in Mokoria. What kind of convocation do we have? Okay, and Qadash is?
To set apart.
Okay, very good. So Qadash is set apart, and also, what's the other word for it?
Holy.
Yes, good, yes. Holy. All right, very good. All right, let's continue on. We have what? Alaham. Okay, remember that everything does not translate, so Alaham is what I'm seeing as the it, and then feast again. Okay? So, again, verse 2, you should have the bar, al banya, yasha'ala, wa armatha, alaham, mawa'aya, yahawa, ashar, thakwarwawa, atham, makoria, kodash, alaham, mawa'aya. All right? Very good. No sweat. Practice. Practice, that's all. All right? Very good. All right. Very good. Let's go to verse 3. Young man Charles.
Khan Adawan
No,
Khan.
Salaki. No. First, young man Gabriel, read for me in English.
Khan Adawan Khan.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 3.
Mhm.
6 days shall work be done, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of rest and holy convocation. Ye shall do no work therein.
Okay, very good, very good. All right,
So I hear, sir.
go ahead.
There was more. It says, it is the Sabbath of the Lord in all your dwellings.
Indeed, very good. Yes, yes. In all your dwellings or everywhere you go, you should keep the Sabbath. All right. So whether you are not in captivity and you live in Jerusalem, whether you are in captivity in Egypt, Assyria, or even America
That's right.
and South America, keep the Sabbath.
Khan
Right.
Adawan Khan.
Very good, very good. Okay, so now we just read it in English. All right, to give us a little, give us a little background, if you will, a little context. All right, a little practice. So now let's do the Hebrew.
Khan Adawan Khan. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23 and verse 3 in the Hebrew. Shashat, Yam Yam. No, Salaki. Yam Yam. Yam Yam.
Uh-huh.
Sa'aisha. Salaki. Mala'ak. Mala'aka. Wabawam. Wabayawam. Wabayawam. I like that one. Salaki. Wabayawam.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
Salaki. Hashabayaya. Wow.
Yep.
Shabbath.
Mhm.
Shabbathwan.
Mm-hmm.
Makorah. Kodash. Oh, Salaki. Kodash. Yeah, Salaki. Kodash. Kal. Mala'aka. La'ah. Sa'aishawa. The Aishawa. Shabbath. Hawa. La Yahweh. Bakal.
Mhm.
Mawashab. Salaki. Mawashabath Yakub. Mawashabath Yakub.
Good. Keep going.
That was all.
All right. Very good. Okay.
Yeah, it's hard reading out this book.
Indeed. Indeed. Yeah, because the letters are a little smaller,
And they're close together.
closer together.
I'm not seeing where the word starts and another word ends.
Mm-hmm. Oh, but still, very good.
My phone is dying, so I'm trying to save that for the interlinear as much as possible.
I understand. Okay. Almost done. I'll tell you what you should have according to the Hebrew.
And Salakia, sir,
Yes.
I'm noticing how like the Yiddish, they don't do the tha as much as they do the ta for like Shabbat and bat. That's how they would say it versus Shabbath and bath for like daughter
Yes.
and things of that nature. But the character itself is a tha, but they still come out saying the hard T sound
Yes.
for that.
Yeah, the Yiddish is the Yiddish can be very, very confusing. Clock is almost done. All right, so, yo, man, Charles, you did pretty good. Pretty good reading this.
Pull one out of one.
All right. All right. So, here we go. So now, y'all man Gabriel, read for me the English again.
Con out of one con.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 3. 6 days shall work be done, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of rest and holy convocation. Ye shall do no work therein. It is the Sabbath of the Lord in all your dwellings.
All right, very good, very good. So now, what you should have when you read this is Shashatha.
Shashata.
Shashatha. All right.
Right. It is
Yama Yam. Yama Yam. Ta'asha. Malakah. Wabayam. Hashabaya. Shabbat. Shabbat 1. Makwara, if you will. Qadash. Ooh, I will Qadash. How did I get that? All right, Qadash. Kal Malakah. Kal Malakah. Okay?
Oh, Malaka. No,
Yes.
Malaka.
Or Malakah. Yes.
Malaka.
La'ah, La'ishwa, Shabbat, Hawa'ah, La Yahweh, Bakal, Mawa Shabbat Yakam.
Mawa Shabbat.
Yes.
Mawa Shabbat.
Mawa Shabbat Yakam.
Mawa Shabbat.
All right, so that's what you should have. Now let's explain why. First, 6.
6. Right.
Not Shashah.
Right. God, oh God.
Not
Salaki.
Shashah. No, it's okay. It's okay. Because I would do the same thing as well. Okay. When you first see this, but again, read over the English first. Granted, we don't necessarily do that on the feast. Just do this for yourself.
Right.
Do this for yourself. Okay. So Shashah, first of all, is 6. Right? 6. Oops. All right. Yama yam. The root word of this is yawam. All right. But now we can't say yum yum.
Right.
Because we know that yum yum is right.
Right.
See what I'm saying? You can't say yum yum because yum yum is actually like as in right, like right direction, to turn right.
Right.
Yum yum. So now it brings down as into yum yum, right? So now days. Right? Days. Then we have what? By Ashar. Now we know that the ice, right? The ice is 7. If you remember from your notes, when we did class and we did the numbers, right? The ice is 7, right? So now let's look at this. We have Malakah. Malakah, right? Now when you first think of this, when you first see this, you think it's what?
Almost like Salaki.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like king.
Yes. Yes.
Like
Right.
Malak.
Mhm. But now,
Malaka.
very good, right? But now we never saw king.
Right.
We read in English. We never saw it, right? Now, but wait a minute. You're seeing stuff. You see that car at the end. So now, Malaka. All right, or Malaka. All right. So now, Malaka is work. Malaka or Malaka is work. Then what do we have next? We have Wabayum. Another variation of and day, right? Or at least day. Ashabai. Oh, I'm sorry. I told you the wrong thing. Shabai is 7. Slacking for that.
Kind of
Like Shabai is 7. The Aisha. Aisha is shall be done.
right to do fashion accomplishment.
Just remember, fa is now and be, but it's also for future tense.
Right.
Okay? Shabbat, Sabbath, right? So we kind of spell it out. Shabbat 1. More referring to Sabbath, right? Shabbat 1 here is for rest. All right. Makwara, Qadash. Is what? Remember what Qadash was?
Kind of kind.
What was Qadash? Holy. Very good. So Qadash was holy. So Makwara was what?
Convocation. So
It's okay. Convocation. All right. Convocation. Again, just trying to help break down the words. Okay. Then we got cow.
Kal Makala.
Cow Malaka.
Malaka.
Cow Malaka. Right. So what is that?
All work.
Scripture.
Kind of kind. Salaki.
Looks right. Notice work, right? And we know that cow is to be
All
right?
or any.
Very good.
The whole, any, each, every, totally, everything.
Yes. So work, any kind of work,
Right.
all work. Very good. No.
No.
You see? You see that? So now, first we have what kind of convocation? Holy convocation. What kind of work?
Any work.
No work.
No work. None of any
You
work.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What kind of work? All work? Any work? No.
To not do.
No.
Right.
All right?
Right.
Now remember, this work is referring to servile work. This work is referring to jobs. Okay? Remember how Jerome Muhammad talks about how the Ashkenazi, right, will have an elevator, right, specifically for the Sabbath, and will have a servant to push the button, right? Because they feel that it's too much work to push the button. But there's nobody to open the door. There's nobody to turn on the light switch. See what I'm saying? There's nobody to turn on the heat for them. There's nobody to drive the car. Isn't that work as well? Right? It's just, but pretty much really that work that we just talked about, it's just bodily actions.
Right.
That's it. Because guess what? Doing this, that's work. You know what I'm doing? What I just did? I just worked my joints.
Right.
See what I'm saying? You see how the Ashkenazi will take our scriptures and pervert them,
Right.
where essentially they don't make sense.
That's
All right.
what I keep saying.
Go ahead.
And they would actually break the Sabbath by having that servant push the button for him.
That's right.
That's the breaking of it, is by having him do
Very
servile work.
Very good. Very good. Okay. So now we shouldn't have to break all of this down, but main thing I want people to see, to be able to follow it, understand, be able to read it. So again, let's go over this. In the Hebrew, we have Shashatah, Yamayam, Ayashah, Malakah, Wabayam, Hashabaya, Shabbath, Shabbathwan, Makwarya Qadash, Kal Makalah, La'ah, La'aiswa, Shabbat, Hawa'ah, La Yahweh, Bakal, Mawa Shabbathika. All right? Very good, very good. Questions so far? Does everybody have this in their notes? Okay, no sweat, no sweat. And again, this is just for reference when we have to read over this chapter in the Hebrew, okay? And this will help brothers be able to follow along. All right? And for I'm good for water. And for sisters who wish to learn the Hebrew, okay? So if you're good, just let me know when you got it. Go ahead.
You're fine, I guess.
Okay. Excellent, excellent.
It's fun to say.
What's that?
Mawa Shabbathikam.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. But I gotta brace myself for those longer words.
You do. But that's what we're saying. When you with more practice, that's why, you know, with the practice, that's why you're able to pick up Allahayakam. Whenever you see it, like, oh yeah, that's what it is.
Almost like sight words.
Indeed. See, that's what we're doing here. Sight reading. I'm just already giving you what it is already.
Right.
All right. Very good, very good. All right, let's continue on. I'm trying to move quickly. Verse 4. Young man Gabriel, if you could.
Khan. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 4, in the English.
Okay.
These are the feasts of the Lord, even holy convocations, which ye shall proclaim in their seasons.
All right. Very good, very good. Let's see. Okay. All right. And young man Charles.
Khan.
Go.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23 and verse 4 in the Hebrew. Allah, Mawa idea, Yahweh, Makwaraya, Makwarya, Qadash, Shar, Taqwarwa, Atham, Mawa Salakia, Mawa item.
All right.
Can I read that again, Salaki?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, let's take it from the top.
Okay.
Allah, Mawa idea, Yahweh, Makwarya, Qadash, Ashar, Taqwarwa, Atham, Bamawa item,
Good, good. Very good, very good. So now, young man, Gabriel, English.
Khan. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 4. These are the feasts of the Lord, even holy convocations, which ye shall proclaim in their seasons.
All right, okay. So now let's see, little sis Jashira. What is Qadash? You mumble what? What is Qadash? Okay, no sweat. What is Yahweh? Okay, very good, very good. So the Most High, Yahweh is the Most High. All right. Qadash is
Holy.
very good. Okay. Very good, very good. All right. So now we have Allah, Mawa'aya, Yahweh, Makor, Qadash, Ashar, Thakwarawa, Atham, Bama, wa item. Okay? Cool. So now, let's take a look. Earlier, we learned that my idea was what, young man Gabriel? My idea. Or Mawa idea. Mawa idea, we learned that was what?
Feast.
Very good. Feast.
Mm-hmm.
Feast. Okay? See how, wait a minute, we just saw this a couple scriptures ago, right? Very good. Feast. Okay. Okay, so now we also see Makoria. That sounds familiar. What was Makoria? What was Makoria?
And it's right next to Qadash, Makwaria Qadash.
You see? You learned that Makoria was. Go ahead.
Convocation.
Very good, very good. Convocations. Good.
You keep saying Makwaria Qadash, Makwaria
Yep.
Qadash. Holy convocation, over and over.
Very good. That's right. That's right. Okay. Now we see that the Ashar in this context is what? Is the witch.
Which
All right. Then we have the Quarawa. Let's see. Young man, Abishai. I know we're jumping around. What do you remember? What the Quarawa was? The Quarawa or Thakawara?
Excuse me, what was that last word?
Thakawara. Do you remember from our notes?
Well, was that Makoria? Wasn't that convocation?
Yes, it was. Very good. Very good. So now Makwaria was convocations, but now what is Thakwara? You remember that from the notes? Uh-huh. Okay, no sweat. No sweat. Okay, I think we went over it in just the previous verse. Okay. Go ahead, young. Go ahead.
No, I didn't. I wrote most of the verse
Okay.
I didn't want to hold it. I didn't want to hold up the class, so I just said I'm going to have to rewind it.
Okay.
The class.
No.
I didn't get it.
Okay. No sweat. No sweat. Okay. So now you are not holding up class. If you need to get the notes to write them down. All right. You're not holding up class. We are in class together. Understand? All right. So don't feel you're holding up class. Okay. So now we did see the Quarawa from the last scripture. Okay, and it should be what? What should it be? Looking at the interlinear. Let's go, young man Gabriel.
Ye proclaim.
Very good. Ye proclaim. Good.
Ye proclaim.
Or ye
and
shall proclaim.
come.
All right. Good.
Then it'll be ye shall proclaim but the and is said first,
Mm-hmm.
and ye shall proclaim with the wa.
Mm-hmm. Good. All right. And then what? A thumb. They don't have that necessarily translated. No sweat.
Oh, Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
The wa in the beginning is and, but at the end it would be it. So ye shall proclaim it almost.
All right. Is that what the scripture is saying?
In the interlinear,
Uh-huh.
it just says ye shall proclaim.
Okay, now let's look at the scripture. These are the feasts of the Most High, even
Mhm.
holy convocations, which ye shall proclaim in their seasons. We can go with it.
Because it's kind of implied.
Yes. Good. So, granted, a thumb is not necessarily translated, no sweat, but Bama, what item is. So now, looking at scriptures, what would Bama, what item be?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead, young man Charles.
Oh, Salakia, sir.
Uh-huh.
In their season.
In their seasons. Good. And what would the root word of this be?
Seasons, I believe. No.
Okay, yeah, okay, well, granted, yes.
Okay.
In the phrase in their seasons, yes. The root
Yes.
word is seasons.
Or
No
appointed
sweat.
time.
No sweat. Let's just bring it down from there. No
Come
sweat. No harm, no foul.
Mawa'id.
So you're saying Mawa'id.
Come.
Okay, good. So what you're saying is the bar would be what? So if Mawa'id is season,
Right.
and then because they have the dumb, which is going to make it
Plural.
seasons, good.
Right.
What is ba?
In.
Very good.
And I think that's where the atham comes in, because it's like theirs or you all.
Go ahead.
Another one. Can you move the angle?
It's a glare. Yes. Yes, I like it for that. I try to move the board up. I won't have to bend down so much. So like it for that.
Too tall, sir. Salakia.
Indeed. Is that better? All right, very good. So now let's go over this real quick. So now we have Allah. We have that's something. We have Allah. That's interesting. That's interesting. Our first word is Allah. But Allah in Hebrew is just these. In this context,
Yeah.
it is these. Right? Then we have Mawa'id. Feast. Yahweh, the Most High, TMH. Makoria, convocations. Qadash, holy. Ashar, in this context, it is which, all right? And also notice that when you see the text, you'll see Ashar dash and then the next word, okay? Because Ashar also in Hebrew means happy, right? Means happy, as in tribe of Asher, happy. All right, cool. So let's continue on. Ashar Fakwarawa, ye shall proclaim it a thumb there. But my item in seasons. In seasons. Okay. So when you read this in Hebrew, you should read Allah, Mawa'idya, Yahweh, Makoria, Qadash, Ashar, Thakwarwa, Atham, Bama item. It's like it. Bamawa item. Right? Mm-hmm. Very good, very good. Everybody have this for their notes?
Con, I want con.
Mm-hmm. All right, excellent. Oh, you ain't writing down nothing. You already know these.
So like, I go back and you know, I steal the young man's,
Okay.
you know, same
All right.
household type
All
deal.
Okay.
And Kano Khan, sir. So like,
Okay. No sweat. You know this. All right.
Kano Khan.
All right, very good. Continuing on.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to verse 5. Go to verse 5. Remember, Gabriel?
Con. This is Leviticus chapter 23, verse 5. In the 14th day of the first month at even is the Lord's Passover.
Oh, wow, that was quick.
Right.
All right. Good. Young man Charles.
Khan Adawan Khan. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23 and verse 5 in the Hebrew. Bakwa Salakia. Bakadash. Yeah, Salakia. Bakadash. Harashwan. Rabbi or Ba'arabai. I'm gonna say Ba'arabai. Ishar Lakadash Banya Ha'ai Salakia Ha'irabium. Didn't sound anything like the original.
No sweat. Pretty good. All right.
I want to see what it's saying there. Okay, one more time for good measure, if you don't mind, Adawan.
Go ahead.
Khan, this is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23 and verse 5 in the Hebrew. Bakodash. Harashwan. Ba'arabai. Aishar. Lakadash. Banya. Ha'irabai. Rabayah. Ha'irabayah.
All right.
Salaki. Pasak.
Mm-hmm.
La Yahweh.
All right.
That wasn't in here.
Hmm?
That last piece. Oh, I see it.
Mhm.
Carries on. I didn't understand how that read.
No sweat.
Salaki.
No sweat. No sweat.
Pasak La Yahweh.
All right. Very good. Very good. So now we're reading verse 5, the book of Leviticus, chapter 23. Young man Gabriel.
Khan. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 5. In the 14th day of the first month at even is the Lord's Passover.
All right. All right. So let's see. You should have Bakadash, Harashwan, Ba'irabiah. Okay? Ba'irabiah. All right. I know it sounds like Yah. Okay. Just because you see the Ha at the end. Okay. All right. And we'll go over that. Aishar, Lakadash, Bayan, Ha'irabium, Pasak, La Yahweh. Right? Very good, very good. Now let's explain why you should have this. Kadash, root word. Kadash is month. All right? Kadash is month. So definitely write that one down on your notes. Put an asterisk by that, okay? It's as you know as your WAM is day.
Right. Salaki.
All right? No sweat. Your WAM is day. Kadash is month. Kadash is month. Okay? Very good. Continuing on. Ra'ashwan. Ra'ashwan is a linear first. First. Okay? Cool. All right. So like you for the glare. So now we have Ba'irabai. Okay? Ba'irabai. Right? Here we have, this is going to be 14. Right? Does that remember how we hear in the security announcements? My I.S.U.P.K, as in 10th, right? Irabiah. Okay? I know it sounds like with the dialect Irabiah. Irabiah. So Ba'irabiah
In
14. Okay? Very good, very good. So like for the glare, Aishar. All right. What is Aishar?
Salaki, sir. That's not. No, it can't be. Isn't Aisha wife?
No.
No. Salaki.
Remember from your numbers, Aishar.
My Aisha.
Yeah.
10.
So now here, the Ba'irabiah is the 4. then with the Ishar. So just for context, the 14.
410.
Yes,
Yeah.
the 410.
So
Okay.
you can leave count. Right.
Okay.
Together they make 14.
Yes.
That's how we say it. Ishar. Anything Ishar. Yeah, count. I
Yes.
got
Now
you.
see, now if you're saying 14, you're going to say
Arabai Ishar.
Yes. So now 14 is Arabaya Ashar. Okay.
Ishara.
Ishara.
Yeah, count. So, so the goes on the 4 versus.
Hold on, remember now. If you're saying the number 14,
Right.
the number 14, Arabai
Ishara.
Okay.
But 14th
The 14th
is Arabaya Ishar.
Yes.
Huh. Count.
Or maybe make sure. Yes. Okay. All right. Give me a little bit more for the glare, Salaki, for that. All right.
Because what is the ha Salaki? I shouldn't ask. I should just look that up. And the ha at the end. Is it her?
Okay.
Should be O.
Salaki had a one.
Go ahead.
Is that a P-A? Is that P or D?
Yes, that is P, as in Pasak. Pasak. All right. Oh, yeah, no sweat. Okay. Remember, because now when you spell it out, those letters are going to be Pa, Sa, and Ka. Ka, the strong pronunciation. So when you put that together, you have Pasak. Pasak, as in Passover. Very good. Passover. All right. And whose Passover is it?
Yeah, ours. Passover.
Very good. So you say Pasak La Yahweh. All right.
The Passover of the Lord, in essence.
Yes. Yes, the Passover to the Lord.
To the Lord.
To the Lord. Okay.
Count.
Very good. So now, just real quick, we have La Qadash. Okay. So now we saw earlier that Qadash is what? Month. Qadash is month. All right. Bayan here in this context is at. I'Arabium with Irab as the root in the even month. All right. Or it's like at even.
Right.
At even.
The ha would be.
Or just think when it says like at even in the 14th day of the first month, at even is the Lord's Passover. This even, if I'm correct, should also be so like it even. It should be with meaning also evening.
Count.
Okay, so this even here also evening, as in nightfall. All right,
It's not going to translate directly.
evening. It says at even, but in the evening. Okay.
Salaki.
Go ahead. Yes.
Is you see how the word Pasak,
Yep.
and then after Pasak comes La Yahweh.
Uh huh.
Is that in the Now, but did I say that right? Sorry.
Yes. Earlier, yes. In English, we say that the adjective will come before the noun. In Hebrew, the adjective will come after the noun. Also, the possession, it appears that the possession will come after as well. All right? So now when we see here in English, right, we look at the end of the text, what do you see? You see the Lord's Passover, right? The Lord's Passover, meaning that the Passover belongs to the Lord. It means it belongs to the Passover, right? So it belongs to the Most High. Here we have Pesach, La Yahweh.
Passover to
The Passover to the Most High.
Right.
Okay?
Just like to the month. So in the 10th, so the 14th is to the month at even.
Yes.
So the 14th, so in the first month, in that's ba in
the
month.
The month. What kind? Which
Which
month is it?
The first month. Right.
The first.
Right.
Okay.
In 4/10,
4/10,
which is 14th.
Very good. And then that's
to the month. Wow. In month first. In month.
That is the first.
First. In 4/10. In month. No, 2 month.
To the month.
At
evening.
Evening. And that would be
or the evening.
Kind of
the evening.
The evening.
Okay. Very good. The evening. And then
in the evening, Passover to the Most High. And then you could put the in, and the to there for the prefixes. The in, the for first, and in, in. The first.
Very good.
And the month. No, Salakia, 2 month. That might help you understand it more, but like I said, you gotta piece it together in proper English. That's how Yoda speaks.
Yes. In month, the first. In 14, in 4/10. In 4/10, to month, at the evening, Passover to the Most High.
God.
Right?
God.
Yes. So this is essentially how it translates.
Directly.
How it translates directly.
Right.
All right. So again, if you're reading this, you're going to read it as Bakadash Hara'ashwan, Ba Arabaya Ishar, Lakadash Bayan Hayarabium Pasak La Yahweh. All right. Very good. All right, man. We said we were going to do 11 verses.
Sure.
Wow. This is only 5. All right. No sweat.
13 minutes.
Okay. No sweat. All right. I think we've done enough verses. We've done enough sight reading. Okay. So very good. So far, any questions? At least we're going to try to go over some of the scriptures for the Passover. All right. Cool. Yes, go ahead.
So when so you just wrote a sentence in Hebrew, correct?
Yes, I did.
So we don't put a period at the end of our sentences in Hebrew?
I believe so. But what so far, just what I'm doing is just translating it for what you actually see. That's all. Because remember how we said in earlier classes, essentially, if you translate the Hebrew directly to English, like verbatim as best you can, remember how we said you're going to be talking like in Yoda's voice.
I understand.
All right. No sweat. No sweat. No sweat. Okay. So we got at least 5 verses. Okay. I didn't really, if you think about it, as far as like coming over when it comes to Passover, like these first few verses are the most important coming to Passover.
Come.
So, but be prepared that the whole chapter, they go over the whole chapter.
Come.
Go over the whole chapter. And that's where you also find more verses concerning more of the feasts.
Come.
All right. Cool beans. Okay. All right. So now let's do a refresher. Okay, hold on real quick. Does everybody have this down for their notes? All right. Very good. Very good. Okay. So we can go ahead and erase this. And let's do a refresher. Excuse me. Let's do a refresher.
Exit, please.
All right. Yes. Yes. Very good. Very good. All right. So now, just remember from your notes from last week and for today. All right. All right. Okay. Let's see. Let me try real quick. All right, different color. All right. So this will be your exit quiz.
Come.
Okay, your exit quiz or your, we just look this word up, your bakan. Your bakan. Your bakan. As in,
In agreement.
nope. One word.
Oh, come.
As in trial. Trial. Okay, because now you could not find test in the Bible, but trial is there. Yeah, so now you will be tried. All right. You will face your
trial by martyr.
yes, indeed. All right. All right, very good. So let's see. Our first word is, hold on now. For the edification of the class, you know what? We're going to write this out in ancient Hebrew. So write this out in ancient Hebrew. All right? So grab your notes. Grab your notes. Your first word is you know what? I gotta write. I'm just gonna write these bigger. I'll take the whole board. All right. Your first word is All right. Yeah, man, Abishai, you able to follow us on the board clearly?
Can you repeat that question, Adawan?
I just want to make sure you can follow us on the board clearly.
Khan, Adawan, Khan.
Okay, very good, very good. All right, because you will be included in this bakan. All right, or you will be included in this trial. Right?
Khan, Adawan, Khan.
Very good. Now we are writing in ancient Hebrew. We are writing in ancient Hebrew. Okay, and especially want to get you more acclimated or more familiar with ancient Hebrew, because when you come to Passover, and you will see many glorious garments. You see many glorious garments. And some garments you will see characters like this. You will see characters like these. Okay? And these are people, these letters, these characters will be spelling out either people's names or their tribes. All right? Very good. So now, this is your first word. Young man Gabriel.
Yahweh.
Oh, in the building. All right. Good. Very good. Very good. All right. Let's do the next word. All right. This is your next word in ancient Hebrew. This is your next word. All right. Does anybody know what this word is?
Khan, I don't want to come.
All right, young man Charles, go ahead.
Banyamyan.
Very good. Ban Yamyan. Or what in English?
Jacob's favorite. Jacob's favorite son.
All right. All right. Or Benjamin.
That's right.
Or Benjamin.
That's right.
All right. Good. All right. Let that sit for a few seconds. So far, we have Yahweh and we have Banyamyan, written in ancient Hebrew. Right?
Khan, I don't want to come.
All right. Everybody has this for your notes?
Khan, I don't want to come.
Khan, Adawan, Khan.
All right. All right. Let's keep the party going in this bakan. Let's see. Next, we have all right. What is this? You hear him?
Goodbye.
All right. The bar. Very good. Very good. So we have the bar as in what?
Speak.
Very good.
Salaki.
No sweat. The bar as in speak. Very good. Very good. All right. Let's see. There's another word. Okay. Here's your next word. Yama Gabriel?
Shemai.
Very good. Yes. 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 Good. So we have Shammai. Yeah, Shammai. As in what?
To hear or listen.
Very good. Very good. Hear and listen.
Salaki, sir. The
Go ahead.
old English would say hearken.
Yes. 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 I'll take that as well. Hearken. Very good. So we have dabar as in to speak, Shammai as in to hear or to listen or to hearken. All right. Very good. Everybody have this one for their notes?
Khan.
Right. All right. Very good. Very good. All right. Let's see here. We'll do two more words. Two more words. Let me find some good words. Wow, okay. All right. Okay. All right, and your last two words. Your last two words. Okay. I just finished writing the words. Yeah, man, Gabriel.
Salakia. The first one is shapat,
Okay.
as in to judge.
Oh my God. Okay. Yes, just Sarah.
Salakia, what the last one be Shema, which means to watch.
Yes, very good, very good. Shamar. So we have Shapat and Shamar. Very good. To judge and to watch. Very good, very good. To watch or to keep. Very good, very good. All right. Very good. You know what? I'm gonna do one more. Because you know, I didn't like how y'all just I didn't like that. How y'all just guessed the word so quick. I didn't like that at all. All right. I'm not sure if I really like the fact that y'all were, you know what I'm saying, knew all the words already. So let's see. We'll do one more. Okay. Yeah. I got something for you. I got something for you. You get this one. What is it?
Salakia.
What is it?
Mahazama.
No, it's not.
Mm.
No. Let's see. Young man Abashai. Young man Abashai. Let's get you in the game. Let's get you in the game. What is this? Come on, you got it. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Now I got 5 characters, but I only have 4 bumpers and bridges. Okay.
Mahaya.
Uh-huh.
Mahaya.
Okay, what'd you say? Say that again.
Mahaya.
Very good, very good. So now, what did you just say in Hebrew? Say it together. Put it all together for me. Very good, very good. Now, do you know what you just said in Hebrew? You have no idea? Yes and no. Go ahead, young man Abishai. Go ahead.
I don't know.
No sweat. Tell you what, I'm gonna write it out. I'm gonna write it out in Hebrew, okay? That's what we just said. Ma, ya, mom. Now, this is what you just said in Hebrew, right?
Right.
So now, young man Abishai, read this. Just now we have this written out in English, in the characters written out in English. Say this again.
Mahaya mom.
Okay, good. Now say it fast.
Mahaya mom.
Okay, good. Mahayamum. Right? Or as in general behind me. This is actually how you pronounce his name in Hebrew.
That was Mahaya Min.
Mahayamum.
That was Mahaya Mum.
Mahayamum. Jermahayamum.
Mahaimum?
Yeah, but see, this is how our English is.
Right.
This is how our English. Jermahayamum's name is Jermahayamum in the Hebrew. All right?
Wow.
Jermahayamum. That is actually how you say his name in Hebrew. But because of our English dialect, we just say Jermahayamum. All right? Very good, very good. And Mahayamum means trustworthy. All right. Are you looking up his name on Facebook?
Not Facebook. I was
Okay.
on YouTube.
No sweat.
Should have probably gone to Facebook.
Mhm. You find a closer spelling on Facebook. All right, so everybody has this? Very good, very good, very good. No sweat. All right. So today we just went over, you understand, we went over verses concerning for the Passover in Leviticus chapter 23. We went over verses 1 through 5 at least. All right. And we just had our first Lashawan Qadash Bakan. Or actually, you know what? No, Salaka. We just had our first Bakan Lashawan Qadash.
Right.
Right? And then what do we just have as a Bakan Lashawan Qadash? What do we just have?
Trial in the tongue that's holy.
Very good. Very good. Give that brother a hand. That's right. We just had a trial or a test that is in the tongue of Hebrew. Very good. Very good. All right. Very good. So we thank y'all for tuning in with us. Thank you for calling in. And with that, we'll pass the class off to Priest and Officer Napashkaya.
This is I.S.U.P.K security announcement. We are the I.S.U.P.K start on 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister come to the school, they are on limits for 6 months. They are here to be saluted only. They are here to set themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to marry to speak to a brother or sister. And there's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After these 6 months period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is the commandment, the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 to 10. My I.S.U.P.K, that means 10 in the Hebrew. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department of teacher. Priest fund, free will offer priest, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you like to give. Next Holy Convocation is going to be the Feast of Purim. It's going to be on the 14th and the 15th day of the 12th month. It's going to be this Sunday, March 5th sundown, throughout this Monday, March 6th sundown. You also can find in the book of Esther, chapter 9, verse 20 through 31. And also give it up for the Lord's 54th annual Passover. Give it up. The address of the Passover is going to be 500 South Salisbury Street, Raleigh, North Carolina, at the Convention Center, downtown. It'll be $200 per adult, 17 and up. But make sure you get your hotel rooms booked, and make sure you get your artillery all set. Remind Akim to check the bulletin board hallway. If any brother wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, or scarf. With that, you have one curse salute to men. Men Israel, a mighty. A mighty Sabbat, a mighty. Rock.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai Barakatah.
While you said to y'all in the Hebrew, may the Most High, the name of Christ, bless you. Ayat Yam, the top me hands down, sorry. Turn to the sister. Sister stand, mighty. Give one curse salute to the sister in the classroom. Israel, a mighty Sabbat, a mighty. A rock.
Yahweh Shamar Alatham Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Well, I just said to you in the Hebrew, may the Most High watch over you in the name of Christ. Y'all know, top me hands down, class dismissed.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It seemed like that. Probably in this being there flat. Okay.
Take this, the red notebook, to the back and put it on the table. Doesn't this pencil say?
Not here, no.
Oh, you brought that from home.
Oh, okay. Come on.